Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Check this out. As you know, Sean Combs aka P. Diddy's trial is set to start on May 5th, and a lot of people are wondering, is Diddy going to jail for life? Will a jury of 12 of his peers find him guilty? And I know, you're over there like, Source, how are we supposed to know? Because we don't know what Diddy's defense is going to be yet. Oh, yeah we do, and I'm getting ready to tell you, because after 8 months of preparation, Diddy and his legal team have decided that the best way for him to avoid life in prison is to go with the Incredible Hulk, David Banner defense. Now I know, you're over there like, what? Source, can you be serious? Listen, I'm being dead serious right now. Diddy and his legal team have decided that the best way for him to beat the charges is to use the David Banner Incredible Hulk defense. And I'm getting ready to tell you what that is. Listen, hit the like button and I'm about to get into it. Diddy and his legal team have decided that the best strategy for him to walk free is to discredit the prosecution's strongest witness, which is Cassie. And they feel that if they're able to discredit Cassie, the whole rest of the case is going to fall apart. So, in an effort to do so, they have to get the jurors to discount the Cassie hotel video. So, because they were unable to get the judge to rule that the tape was inadmissible, they're now taking a different route, which is the Incredible Hulk David Banner defense. Alright, so you know how in the TV series The Incredible Hulk, Bill Bixby, who plays David Banner, turns into the Hulk, who is played by Lou Ferrigno, and Lou Ferrigno is a bazillion times bigger than Bill Bixby. Well, since Sean Combs was unable to get the Cassie video thrown out simply based on the fact that him and his attorneys claimed that CNN edited the video and sped it up, Diddy and his legal team have now hired an expert who's going to testify that not only was the tape sped up, but whoever edited the tape actually took the time to make Diddy much bigger than he actually is in relationship to Cassie. In other words, their expert is going to get up and testify that somebody changed the tape to make Diddy look like he's the size of the Incredible Hulk when he's running down that hallway in a towel, when in reality, he's the size of David Banner. Thus, the altercation was not as impactful or horrific as it actually looks on the videotape because in the real world, P. Diddy is not much bigger nor stronger than Cassie.
Okay, y'all, hold up, because this just got even messier. According to the digital media expert hired by Diddy's team, none of the clips circulating online are accurate. Not one. They are saying that the original footage has been either edited, compressed, or altered in ways that change the way it looks, especially the color, the frame rate, and even Cassie's movements. So what does this mean? Was the original footage tampered with before it hit the public? Is someone trying to control the narrative? If so, why? No accurate copies exist? Now, this expert is a former New York City police officer. Let's be clear, this doesn't erase anything we've seen, but it does raise questions to who released this footage and how was it edited? And what parts of the truth might be missing.
So in order to try to make this defense strategy work, P. Diddy has hired Connor McCourt, who runs McCourt Video Analysis and Investigation Incorporated, to be an expert witness. McCourt is a former news cameraman and retired NYPD sergeant who is also a New York State licensed investigator and forensics video professional with over 25 years of experience in the fields of video production, law enforcement, which includes patrol, investigative and technology, and video analysis. According to Connor McCourt, he's expertly trained to deliver the latest techniques and consultative services in technology and investigative services. In Mr. McCourt's last assignment, he was the daytime supervisor of the New York City Police Department Counterterrorism Division's Lower Manhattan Security Initiative in the Financial District of Manhattan. Mr. McCourt specialized in video surveillance and video forensics and had substantial training in the field of counterterrorism. And this is interesting because during his last assignment with the Counterterrorism Division, he was involved in the video surveys and evaluation of emergency and evacuation plans for the major hotels in Manhattan. Sergeant McCourt also worked in the Technical Assistance Response Unit, aka TARU, where he developed the forensics video subgroup assisting New York City police detectives throughout the 5 boroughs in New York City and beyond. For everyone that doesn't know what TARU is basically the unit within the New York City Police Department that provides specialized investigative equipment and tactical support to all of the detectives when those detectives have cases that have a digital component. But according to Connor McCord himself, one of his biggest claims to fame is that back in the day, before we had all of the technology that we have today, he was able to prove and debunk that a viral video that showed a large bird swooping down in a park and picking up a toddler before flying away with the kid was fake. Y'all remember the video? Source, can you please show them the video so they can remember?
Look again. Is that an eagle snatching a baby? In this video that has gone viral overnight, watch as this bird, thought to be a golden eagle in a park in Montreal, apparently trying to kidnap a child via airmail, carrying it several feet in the air while seemingly stunned onlookers chase after it before dropping its prize and taking off.
Don't worry, the baby is just fine, but it raises the question, is this real?
Now, after that video came out, if you remember, people were running around going wild and they were like, oh my goodness, the bird's out here snatching babies. But Connor McCourt was not fooled because he jumped online and he wrote, in the early days of fake viral video attempts, I was able to detect that this video was indeed fake. Alright, so now check out Connor McCourt on Inside Edition explaining how he knew that video was fake.
Now some unbelievable video of an eagle snatching a little child, and plenty of people wonder if you should really believe it. Well, take a look and decide for yourself.
It's the shocking video sweeping the internet. A golden eagle swoops down and snatches a baby. Watch again as the giant bird with a wingspan of 7 feet grabs the child in its powerful talons and carries it for a few feet before dropping the boy. Video is becoming a hot topic on TV.
This can't be real. I think it can.
Kathy Lee Gifford is a believer.
There's a lot of question about whether or not this thing was fake.
See, I don't think so because the camera works so bad.
The video has been watched more than 2 million times almost overnight on YouTube, and viewers are pretty evenly split on whether it's a fake or the real thing.
It just doesn't feel right to me.
We asked digital expert Connor McCourt to weigh in. He says, in his opinion, it's a fake, and it's actually 2 videos morphed together.
The eagle is trained to come down and grab an object and fly off.
And they've taken this child and they've inserted him or her into the video. Look closely. The child's shadow is much lighter than the other shadows in the video, indicating perhaps they were recorded at different times. And here's another clue it's a hoax. Watch as the eagle lets the baby go. The child continues to rise for a moment before falling to the ground.
Children are amazing like that. They can levitate.
Connor McCourt also testified as an expert witness in a case where a Miami cop ran up and kicked a defenseless man who was handcuffed in the head.
You ain't have to do all that, buddy. You tripping.
When talking about the trial, Connor McCourt wrote, 4 years ago this week, I testified in this Miami trial, accusing a police officer of assault on a carjacking suspect. The police officer was acquitted after I testified about the questionable video evidence presented. Now, as you can see, that cop was clearly wrong. However, somehow, this dude got him off. Okay, so in addition to owning the Digital Investigation Agency, Connor is also a TV and movie producer who is frequently featured on shows like Strange Evidence on the Science Channel, in which a team of experts analyze footage that seems to defy explanation, including levitating cars on a freeway, a statue that appears to move on its own, a baby floating over his crib, and a ghost walking around the subway system. Alright, so Connor McCourt, who will most likely testify in Diddy's defense during the trial, has already submitted a sworn deposition which argues that in his expert opinion, the surveillance footage that CNN published as well as an iPhone video that recorded the footage from a playback are both so distorted that they couldn't possibly serve as evidence in a trial. According to the court documents, McCourt claims that the CNN video appears to be sped up due to a process called transcoding, which alters the frames, and he also argues that the iPhone footage actually makes Diddy look much larger than he actually is, exaggerating his presence. Hence, because they allege that the object, aka Diddy, is bigger in an iPhone than he actually is in real life, they claim that the footage makes him look like he's bigger and stronger than he actually is. And because of this, the video footage is unfair to Diddy because instead of it looking like a girlfriend and a boyfriend having a mild altercation in that hallway, it looks like Diddy's over there like Diddytron whipping Cassie's behind.
Diddytron has returned, and he is better than ever. Introducing Diddytron 2.0, the strongest droid ever made.
So essentially, P. Diddy, who came out and dropped the apology video saying that he takes full responsibility for his actions and that he wasn't going to make any excuses.
I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Is basically gonna make every excuse in a book, including objects in a camera are larger than they really are in real life, which begs the question, does size really matter? Listen, let me know down below. What do you think about P. Diddy and his attorneys going out and getting the forensics digital expert who's going to testify that P. Diddy is much larger on that videotape than he is in real life, thus using the David Banner versus Incredible Hulk defense? Let me tell you something, to me, this is a horrible defense strategy because if I'm a juror, I don't care whether or not Cassie's 6'2" and Diddy's 4'2". He had no right to put his hands and feet on her. Now, P. Diddy's over there in MDC probably fasting and eating like nothing but nuts, just so he can walk into that courtroom looking mad, gaunt, and emaciated so that the jurors feel like he wasn't strong enough or big enough to hurt her. Oh my goodness, who came up with this? Oh my goodness, let me tell you something. If P. Diddy and his attorneys don't go back to the drawing board and come up with something better than this, then Diddy might definitely be in trouble because I cannot see a jury of 12 of his peers saying that he's innocent after he puts on a defense like this. I mean, this is crazy. And not only do I think that they'll find him guilty of the X-trafficking charges, but I also think that they'll find him guilty of the GUN charges too if he takes this route. Now, of course, just to be clear, Diddy's not being charged for beating up Cassie in the hotel hallway. However, this video does play a major role in how the jury will look at Diddy and also look at Cassie when she gets up on the stand. Listen, let me know what you think about everything that we discussed in today's video. And while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Peace.